Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Taz. In summer, I enjoy outdoor cooking and I love to cook in my clay pot. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make Kerala style fish curry in the clay pot. Now if you don't have clay pot, don't worry, you can make this fish curry in a saucepan. Fish curry and seafood dishes are unavoidable for non-vegetarians in Kerala. So in Kerala, we'll get catch of the day fresh fish. So the fishmongers will come to our house and sell it to us. So I truly miss catch of the day fresh fish. So over here in Canada, I can only find frozen fish. So whenever I find good frozen fish like pomfret, kingfish or sardines, I make fish curry. So there are different ways of making fish curry in Kerala. This is one of the ways and one of my favorite fish curries with a coconut. So first we have to roast the coconut and then grind it into a smooth paste and cook the fish in it. So guys, let's get started and let's make this lip-smacking, delicious Kerala style fish curry in the clay pot. For making this fish curry, I'll be using sardines. So I have whole sardines and this is frozen. So I'm going to defrost this. So I'm going to add some lukewarm water and let it defrost for a few minutes. If you're using whole sardines or any other fish that has scales on the skin, you have to completely remove the scales before cooking. So sardine is a very soft fish. After it has defrosted, I can remove the scale using my hand. I don't need a sharp knife. I just have to rub along the skin and look at this. It will come off pretty easily. But if you're using a fish like red snapper with thick skin and thick scales, you need to use a sharp knife and then scrape it along the skin to remove the scales. So you have to defrost the fish before removing the scales. If you use the frozen fish, it will be very hard to remove the scales. I have removed all the scales from this fish. Next, I'm going to remove the internal organs. So just make a slit along the side using a sharp knife, and then you can take the internal organs out of the fish like so. Right, so remove everything and also the gills from the head. So just pull the head cover and then pull those gills. Very gently do that. So it will come off very easily. This is a very soft fish. After removing the scales and internal organs, I'm going to thoroughly clean the fish under running water. So I'm also going to remove and clean the other fish. Next, I'm going to thoroughly wash the fish under running water. So pour the fish into the slit that we have made and remove any tissues that might be found inside the fish, and also pour water into the head. So clean it thoroughly. Here are the well cleaned sardines. So next I'm going to add some salt. If you have rock salt, you can add that, and then pour some water and clean the fish well again. You can keep this aside. After adding some salt and water, you keep it aside for a few minutes and then clean it well under running water. You can also add some lemon juice. So salt and lemon juice will remove any fishy odor. So the fish has been cleaned perfectly. Look at this, it looks shiny and super clean right now. So next I'm going to cut them into pieces. If you're frying sardines, you don't have to cut them into pieces. You can use the whole sardines, add some spices to it and pan fry or deep fry them. For making curries, we have to cut them into pieces. So I'm making into 3 pieces like so. So the head piece, middle piece and the tail piece. And yes, after cleaning the fish, you have to thoroughly wash your hand with the hand soap and also clean the sink and the countertop with disinfectant. So there's some cleanup required after cleaning the fish, so your kitchen or your sink will not stink. Alright, so next let's get into roasting the coconut. I placed a pan over medium heat, adding 1 tablespoon coconut oil. Add 1.5 cups grated coconut. Adding 2 shallots sliced. So the shallots that I've used were really big, so I'm only taking 2 shallots. If you're taking small onions, you can add like 4 to 5 small onions and some curry leaves. Roast the coconut well till it turns golden brown in color. So this will take a few minutes. We need to continuously stir the coconut, otherwise it will burn fast. So keep stirring and let it roast for a few minutes. As you can see, the coconut has started to turn light golden in color. So keep stirring, and the heat should be at medium. So let it turn golden brown. In the meantime, let's soak tamarind. This is fresh tamarind in water. I've taken like 3-inch slice fresh tamarind and adding half cup water. So let this soak for a few minutes and we can extract the juice. Over here, coconut has started to turn golden brown. So keep roasting and stirring. So the coconut has almost turned golden brown. Next, going to add all the spices, adding 1 teaspoon chili powder. So this is based on your spice level. You can add up to 2 teaspoons. So next, adding 1 teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. So that will make this curry really intense and vibrant. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. 1 tablespoon coriander powder. So those are the simple spices. So give everything a good mix and let's roast the spices along with the coconut for a minute. Do not burn the spices, just for a minute, that's all. So after this, let's remove the pan from the heat and let it cool down completely, and then we can grind this into a smooth paste. So the roasted coconut has cooled down, so I'm going to transfer the roasted coconut to a blender jar. Adding 1 cup water. Next, let's grind this into a smooth paste. Here is the ground coconut paste, so it has ground really well. I'll be cooking the fish curry in my clay pot. I have all the ingredients ready here. So here is the clay pot that I'll be using. So I'm in my backyard right now, and to the curry I'll be also adding some eggplant. So here is the fresh tamarind soaking in water and all the other ingredients. It's a beautiful day to do outdoor cooking. So I'll be cooking the fish on my outdoor flame burner. So I'm going to turn on the flame burner here. Place the clay pot over high heat. So let it turn hot. Adding 2 tablespoons coconut oil. So for making Kerala style fish curry, you have to use coconut oil. That's when the fish curry will taste delicious. Let the oil turn really hot, and then we can add 1 teaspoon mustard seeds. So let the mustard seeds splutter. So the oil has to be hot. That's when the mustard seeds will splutter right away. So the mustard seeds have spluttered. Let's add 2 dried red whole chilies and a few curry leaves. And next, let's add the ground coconut paste. So this is a very thick paste. Using a silicone spatula, scrape everything from the blender jar. So I'm going to rinse the blender jar with 1 cup water because there's a lot of ground paste stuck to it, and then mix it well using a silicone spatula, and then let's add the water to the clay pot. So give it a good mix. adding 2 green chilies halved. Now let's add the fish pieces, around 10 pieces we can add. So we don't have to boil the gravy first and then add the fish pieces. So we are going to cook everything together. I'm also going to add some diced eggplant, around 10 pieces. So if you don't have eggplant, you can totally skip it. If you have the vegetable drumstick, you can also add that. So my mom always used to add either eggplant or drumsticks while making this fish curry. So here is the fresh tamarind soaked in water. So I'm going to squish the tamarind and extract the juice out of it. So just mix it well with the water, and then let's drain the tamarind extract to the curry. Please use fresh tamarind. You can soak the tamarind in water and add the tamarind extract to the curry. That's when the fish curry will taste good. So tamarind is available at almost all Indian stores and at Asian stores. I've also seen concentrated tamarind paste. I really don't like the taste of it. So try to add fresh tamarind. Finally, let's add salt, around 1 to 1.5 teaspoon salt. Gently mix it up, so don't stir it too vigorously. The fish will fall apart. So that's it, we have added everything. So now let's cover the clay pot and cook it for a few minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm opening the lid. Look at this, the gravy is boiling. So let's cook for a few more minutes till the gravy thickens. So sardines will cook really fast in like 15 minutes. So look at this. So it has cooked perfectly. So this is the head piece. I have lowered the heat. So let this simmer for like 5 minutes. So we need the gravy to thicken. So the fish curry has cooked perfectly. Turn off the heat and keep this covered for a few minutes. So that's when all the flavors will get into the curry. So keep this aside. After 15 minutes, my fish curry is ready here. So I'm going to open the lid and show it to you guys. Look at this, the gravy has thickened and it has a beautiful vibrant red color. Perfect. Here you have it guys, finger-licking and delicious Kerala style fish curry that's cooked in the clay pot. So when we cook fish curry and other dishes in the clay pot, it will turn delicious. So fish curry will taste better and delicious the next day. So guys, do give this recipe a try and let me know your feedback. I do have many fish curry recipes on my blog and also on my YouTube channel. I'll post the recipe link in the description below. Please check that out. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be back with more cooking videos. Until then, happy cooking, take care and bye.